Once upon a time, there lived a man who had 3 daughters.
Buy me a beautiful dress, something with lots of ruffles around it.
And buy me shoes. Be sure to get the latest style.
Well, I'll try. That's all I can promise. Maria, anything for you?
I don't need anything.
She always says that.
I know.
There must be something I can buy you.
No, Father, but thank you just the same.
Maria, it would make me very happy to bring you home a present. Just name anything, please.
Let's see. Oh, I know. Father, could you bring me home a pretty red rose?
Huh? A red rose? But I wanted to bring you something special.
But, Father, that would be special.
Well, I know how much you love roses. I'll get one.
Maria's father arrived in town, determined that his youngest and dearest child should have a rose.
I would like a red rose.
Roses don't grow at this time of year. Actually, I sold my last one months ago. Come back when it warms up.
But I promised my daughter.
The dear man bought the items his older daughters had asked for and began his journey home. He was disappointed not to have a gift for Maria, for he feared this might be his last trip into town.
Oh, what a beautiful estate. What? This is very strange. It's snowing on one side of the mansion, and on the other there's green grass and a beautiful garden. How can that be? You see.
The gate was unlocked, and the amazed man entered without thinking. He began to wander down a very unusual path. The gray-white of winter to his right, and the brilliant hues of summer on his left.
Huh? My goodness, what beautiful roses. It's a miracle. I'm sure no one will mind if I pick one for my daughter. I hope you don't mind my taking this rose. You have so many.
I do mind. Give me back my rose right this instant.
Oh, please let me keep it. I promised my youngest daughter I would bring her home a red rose, and this is the only place I could find one in this free weather.
Every rose is valuable to me, and if you refuse to give it back, I will take your life.
Oh, isn't there some way we can work this out?
Well, yes, I can spare your life on one condition. Your daughter, who has such a great desire for my red rose, must consent to be my wife.
Maria, I can't let go. Let go. You're choking me. I can hardly breathe. All right, I agree. You can have her hand in marriage.
You have 8 days, no longer, to return with your daughter.
All right, I'll bring Maria back in 8 days if that's what you want. Now, please, just let me go. I'll give you my word.
Remember, you have 8 days.
The poor man had never been so frightened. He kept trying to convince himself that it was only a bad dream. But the rose was real, and he feared the beast was too. But now, safely inside his house, he had no intention of ever going back.
These darling shoes are just the right size. How did you ever figure it out, Father?
A lucky guess. Your turn, Maria. Here, look.
Oh?
Go ahead, open it.
I can't believe it. It's my red rose. Oh, Father, it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. I'm so happy.
You're welcome.
I'm amazed you could find one. They're out of season. Wherever did you buy it, Father?
There's only one florist in town.
I've never heard of roses in the winter. It seems to me almost like
magic.
Yes.
Yes, my daughter, it must be magic indeed.
Remember, 8 days. That's all the time you have.
Why am I so worried? He can't harm us. He doesn't even know where we live. And I'm certainly not taking Maria anywhere near him.
As each day passed, the lovely red rose unfolded its petals and blossomed. As it did so, it gave off a radiant light. And in this light, Maria grew more beautiful too. Her father was pleased and had almost forgotten about the beast as the evening of the 8th day came.
Maria, this is the best soup you've ever made. Now, who?
It's very rude of someone to knock at our door at dinner time.
You're right. Let's not answer it.
Somebody might be in trouble. Yes, I'm coming.
No, Maria, tell them to go away.
That's mean, Father. The poor soul could freeze to death on our steps. I must let him in.
No, Maria. No, Maria.
Oh, Father.
Go out the back window.
Huh? Why should I run away?
Just do it.
Has he come to harm us?
Why is he growling?
I waited for you. You didn't keep your word.
Leave us alone. How dare you barge in here? Now, get out.
Father!
I thought we had an agreement. You said I could have your daughter.
Father, does he mean me?
Yes, only I never meant to. Take my life, but please don't touch my daughter.
So be it. If that's the way you want it, you broke your word. Now you must pay the price with your life.
Oh, Father, what is this monster talking about?
I stole your red rose from his garden, and he caught me.
Stole it?
I wanted you to have your rose so much. His garden was the only place I could find one. He wanted my life. Throw your hand in marriage as payment.
I can't believe it. Let him go.
Maria, stop. You must run away before this...
Please let go of him, please. Please don't hurt him. This is all my fault. You see, he stole that rose for me. Leave him be. I'll go with you.
No, Maria!
I promise to marry you, and you can have your rose, too. Just leave my father alone.
Maria's promise saved her father's life, but at the same time destroyed her beloved red rose. Before her father could regain his strength, the beast whisked Maria off to his mansion. There she waited in dread of the wedding day that would come to pass. The beast had picked a beautiful bouquet of roses for Maria, but she was terrified when she saw his face coming toward her.
Please, Maria, don't be frightened. Here, for you. Maybe I could put one in your hair. Oh.
Leave me alone. I don't want them. I hate them.
Maria's heart was so full of sadness that it filled the room, turning the roses to ashes.
Maria,
Huh?
why don't you eat something?
No.
Well, could you please serve me some dinner? It's okay.
The poor beast was sad, and hungry too, as his food had turned to ashes because of all of her tears. You see, this was a magical mansion, where emotions have the power to affect the atmosphere. The beast went out to pick some roses to cheer himself up. He noticed that a petal had fallen into the water, and as he leaned over to retrieve it, he was startled by his own hideous reflection. The sight of his ugly face so angered and depressed him that he left the garden. As Maria watched, she realized that the beast couldn't help the way he looked. This realization made her fear of him vanish, and in its place she felt compassion.